BTS News Today. The shocking news comes as South Korea's military officially declared martial law due to rising geopolitical tensions on the Korean peninsula. In the midst of this situation, one of the BTS personnel who is currently undergoing military service, Jungkook, was transferred to another division for strategic reasons. This move sparked a lot of speculation and public attention, given his worldwide popularity and important role within the BTS group as well as Korean society. However, what exactly happened behind this decision? South Korea is currently in a very precarious situation. Political tensions with the neighboring country have been mounting, exacerbated by a series of threats and worrisome military incidents. The government, through its armed forces, is taking the extraordinary step of imposing martial law as a form of preparedness for the worst possible scenario. Under these conditions, all military personnel, including those who are undergoing military service, undergo a significant adjustment of duties. Jungkook, who was initially stationed in a regular military unit, has now been transferred to a division that has a more specific and strategic operational focus. Military sources revealed that Jungkook's transfer decision was not taken suddenly, but through careful consideration. As a public figure with a trained physique and global reputation, Jungkook is considered to have good adaptability and can play a greater role in the midst of this emergency. This transfer involved additional intensive training, which lasted for several weeks before the official announcement was made. Jungkook underwent a series of physical and mental exams to ensure he was ready to take on new responsibilities. His coaches and seniors testified that Jungkook showed great spirit during this training, despite the increasing burden of duty. Following the move, Jungkook is now placed in a strategic division focused on surveillance and high-level security operations. This division has an important role in maintaining the stability of the country in the midst of crisis situations. The tasks in this division demand teamwork, quick decision-making, as well as the courage to face high-risk situations. His Division 1 teammates said they were inspired by Jungkook's humble attitude despite his status as a global celebrity. "He is one of the best among us. No one expected someone with that much fame to be so dedicated to his task," revealed a Jungkook colleague in the new division. The news of Jungkook's transfer quickly became a major highlight in various media, both in South Korea and internationally. BTS fans, known as the Army, showed their full support for Jungkook through a variety of ways, from prayer campaigns to fundraising to support military welfare programs. However, some have voiced concerns for Jungkook's safety amid his riskier new duties. They asked the military to ensure that Jungkook and all personnel on duty in this emergency situation get maximum protection. In the midst of this tension, Jungkook had delivered a short message through a military representative. In his message, he expressed his gratitude to the Army for its unwavering support. "I may not be able to say much now, but believe me, I will carry out this task as best I can. Thank you for all your prayers and love," he wrote. This message was a boost for fans, who continue to send moral support through social media and various communities. Jungkook's presence in this strategic division brought positive influence, both within the military and among civil society. There was his leadership on the ground, and his high dedication became a symbol of national pride, reminding everyone that the responsibility to defend the country is a noble thing. Not only that, Jungkook's involvement in this military operation also broke the stereotype that celebrities often get preferential treatment while serving in the military. Jungkook proved that he is part of the Korean people who are ready to sacrifice for the security of their country. Currently, there is no exact information on how long Jungkook will serve in this strategic division. However, many believe that this experience will have a huge impact on his personality and will probably influence his future works once he returns to the entertainment world. In this challenging situation, Jungkook remains an inspiring figure who shows that hard work, dedication, and love for the homeland are values that must be upheld, no matter who we are or where we come from. The state of martial law imposed by the South Korean government brought great psychological pressure, especially for military personnel stationed on the front lines or strategic divisions like the one Jungkook now occupies. As a public figure who has become accustomed to life in the entertainment world, the transition to the harsh and stressful military life was not easy. Jungkook is known to undergo a very dense daily routine in his new division, ranging from heavy physical training, simulation of war tactics, to real-time monitoring of the security situation. Despite this, internal sources revealed that Jungkook has always shown an optimistic attitude and focus on his duties. However, behind the dedication, there are concerns from his close associates regarding the mental burden that may be felt. He always looks to give his best, but we know the pressure is not light. Moreover, his continued position in the public spotlight could add to his psychological burden, said a member of the strategic division who worked with him. In the midst of this precarious situation, the support of BTS's colleagues and Jungkook's family is one of the important factors that helps him stay strong. The other members of BTS, although most of them are also serving their military obligations, are still trying to establish communication and encouraged. BTS member Jimin reportedly sent Jungkook a personal letter containing a message of motivation and hope that Jungkook would maintain his physical and mental health. This letter managed to touch Jungkook's heart and became one of his encouragement in the midst of this difficult time. In addition, Jungkook's family also regularly sends him packages containing his favorite foods and warm letters that remind him of home. This is a form of moral support that is very meaningful in the midst of his heavy duty. Over time, Jungkook began to engage in a number of special missions designed to anticipate threats to national security. One of the missions involving Jungkook even reportedly succeeded in thwarting an infiltration plan that could endanger South Korea's strategic position. Although the details of the mission were kept secret, reports from the military said that Jungkook showed extraordinary courage in dangerous situations. He manages to carry out his role with precision, despite the high risk of haunting his every step. This success not only increased the confidence of his colleagues in his abilities, but also became a source of pride for all South Koreans. Jungkook's name is now remembered not only as a multi-talented artist, but also as a hero who contributed significantly in maintaining the stability of his country. The decision to transfer Jungkook to the strategic division and his participation in these important missions significantly changed his image in the eyes of the international public. If before he was known as one of the biggest K-pop icons in the world, now he is also respected as a figure who is able to bridge the entertainment world and the military world. Jungkook's influence was felt not only by the army, but also by the general public who were inspired by his bravery. Many considered that Jungkook had shown a clear example of how one can still contribute to the country, regardless of social status or popularity. Jungkook's involvement in the martial law situation also drew worldwide attention to South Korea's defense system and military obligations. Many international media began to discuss how the conscription system in South Korea not only shapes the physical and mental state of individuals, but also creates strong solidarity among its people. Many praise South Korea's move in facing geopolitical challenges by mobilizing all elements of society, including celebrities who have become the face of the country in the global arena. In this case, Jungkook became a symbol of strength and unity in the midst of the crisis, carrying the message that all people have an important role to play in defending their homeland. With the situation still evolving, many are wondering what will happen to Jungkook after his military service is over, especially with BTS status as one of the biggest groups in the world. Entertainment industry observers believe that Jungkook's experience during martial law will bring a new dimension to BTS's future works.